Welcome back, guys. I'm Nick from Active Chiropractic, and today I'm going to show you some exercises in the pool that you can do with some flotation devices. Now, there's 3 good reasons why you should work out in the pool. There's dynamic resistance, hydrostatic pressure, and also less gravity on the injured joint. So hydrostatic pressure is basically the pressure that the pool or the water pushes against your joints in your body that decreases inflammation. Dynamic resistance is basically the water working against you every time you move, so therefore building strength and building the necessary muscles that protect the joint. Now, these exercises are fantastic because if you are having an injury or need going to surgery, pre or post surgery, these exercises will keep you mobile and also strengthen your joints and also limit the time for recovery.
Kickboard oblique twist. Submerge yourself in water, stand with your feet shoulder width apart, and engage your core and engage your glute muscles. Now when you hold the kickboard, remember have your one arm straight and one arm bent, and obviously alternate as well. And do about 15 reps of this to 20 reps to 3 sets. Now the dynamic resistance of the water will work against the kickboard and obviously strengthen your core muscles, which is your transverse abdominis, your oblique muscles, and your rectus abdominis, which is very important to protect the back. These are kickboard pushes, so basically just to have your feet shoulder width apart, hold on to a kickboard and push back and forth. And what it does is have the water have dynamic resistance against your body, therefore strengthening your core and therefore strengthening your back. Do about 15 to 20 reps of this, 3 sets. So these are pool noodle bicycle kicks. Now why I'm using the wall is because this is a beginner exercise, so you can lean against the wall and have a bit of stability. And what it works on is basically your knee muscles and your core as well, and therefore working on your core, it will strengthen your back. So do about like 30 reps of this, or maybe 40 reps if you're really enthusiastic, and do about 3 sets of this as well. You can use 2 pool noodles or 3 pool noodles. So mermaid kicks with the pool noodles, you can use 2 pool noodles or use 3 depending if you're having trouble with floating or not. Just do about 15 to 20 reps of this, 3 sets. And it basically works on your core and strengthens your core and strengthens your lower back. It also works on your knees as well. These are pool noodle oblique twists, so basically keep your knees together and twist back and forth, and that basically works on the oblique muscles of the core, and they're essential to strengthen the lower back as well. Now if you have trouble actually floating like me, I probably should have used 3 pool noodles instead of 1, and just do about 15 to 20 reps of this, 3 sets as well. So these are pool noodle kickbacks, basically just use 2 pool noodles to help you float, and if you're having trouble to float, use 3 pool noodles instead. And the act of actually floating is actually engaging your core and strengthening your core, which is very important to strengthen your lower back. Now it also works on your knee as well, don't forget that. Now if you really want to actually kick more efficiently, point your toes, push your hips up, and you actually go a lot more faster. Maybe try to do 1 lap of the pool, then after 2 laps, and then when you're confident, just keep going and keep going. And this actually works really well. Standing dumbbell flies. So basically you hold 2 dumbbells from side to side with your arms extended and locked in, and then just have your feet shoulder width apart and go back and forth. Now this works on your core and also your chest muscles as well, but with the dynamic resistance, it actually works against your core and therefore strengthening your core and strengthening your lower back. Do about 15 to 20 reps of this, 3 sets. Now if you do have trouble actually standing still because the dumbbell flies actually cause you to move quite a lot, just have 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, and you will find yourself more stable by doing this. So these are dumbbell punches, basically just have your feet shoulder width apart. Now if you find that you're quite unstable, just have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and then just punch back and forth. And what this does is basically work against your core, because there'll be heaps of dynamic resistance working against you, and there'll be alternating forces from either side. And this will also work on your chest muscles as well. So do about 20 reps of this to 30 reps, 3 sets. These are dumbbell lateral pull downs, so basically just stand shoulder width apart, and you'll find that the force will be pushing up, so have your elbows locked in and then push down. And this basically will try to lift you up, but the thing is, if it lifts you up, therefore you have to engage on your core, engage on your glutes, and therefore working on your core muscles and strengthening your lower back. 20 reps of this to 30 reps, 3 sets. Flipper kicks, so basically just lean against the wall and then basically just kick back and forth, like just a bit like the bicycle kicks as well. And then this works on specifically on your VMO and your knee muscles, but also your core as well, so don't neglect this. If you can find yourself a pair of flippers, give this a go. Do about like 20 reps to 30 reps, which is quite tiring, to 3 sets of this as well.
Once again, guys, thanks for watching. Now, if you do have low back pain, please go see a chiropractor and get examined properly and get treated properly. Check out my other video in the pool for low back pain, and also check out my 4 core exercises as well. Now, if you really want to support my channel, remember, hit like, hit subscribe. If you have any comments, comment below, and I'll try my best to reply to them. I'll see you guys next time.